Hello there, and welcome to my What's in the Box kit review for my Star Wars TIE Advanced X.1, which is a 172 kit by Bandai Namco, kit number 50666146, which is part of my May the 4th Be With You little series, and it is also a You Choose My Next Build, where I'm asking you guys to pick which kit I build via commenting in the comments section. And obviously the choices that we have in front of us are the TIE Advanced, the X-Wing Starfighter, which we'll be doing a What's in the Box kit review later on this afternoon, the TIE Fighter, which we'll do tomorrow, and the Y-Wing Starfighter that we did yesterday. And there is also a sort of fully detailed video in the description bar, a link that details what's going to be going on May the 4th, because I'm intending to build and paint this kit over 24 hours, which is kind of quick. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be supping on some Stormtrooper ale, and I might even get onto the Imperial Gin Fleet gin. So anyway, what we're here for is a What's in the Box kit review. So we're doing the TIE Advanced, and we're going to have a look at the parts, and we'll go through the instructions as well, and then I'll probably just waffle on for a little bit at the end. So just so we know what exactly a TIE Advanced X1 is according to the instructions, Darth Vader piloted this distinctive experimental TIE fighter above the first Death Star, using its blaster cannons and his uncanny abilities with the Force to blast rebel starfighters into glittering fragments. Yep, that's basically what it was. So the parts, I mean, if you had a look at the X-Wing Starfighter review, these are really nice, really well, I think they're really well detailed anyway. It has been pointed out to me that people used to actually kit bash these kits before they were being produced, and that some of them you might see, I mean, that kind of looks like the part of the sprockets for a Panzer. Apparently there are other parts that are uncannily similar to other things as well. So yeah, let's look at the parts then, basically. So as we can see, we've got the basics for the cockpit in front of us here. This is the interior of the cockpit. So as you can see, we've got a whole load of detail on the front, which is sort of control systems which are showing through the glazed viewport at the front. There's not an awful lot of detail going on in there, but you can see there is detail on the walls and detail on the back, so you can see where you can see through the viewing panel. There's a whole lot going on. This is obviously the hatch here, and again, interior detail, they haven't scrimped on that. There's a ton of stuff going on there. Guessing that's part of the seat. Kind of looks a bit like a seat with a headrest. They're going to be the sort of control sticks. That's going to be another part of the hatch, I think. We've got the glazed viewing port, and that's going to be the floor, I'm thinking. Yeah, because that kind of looks like where the seat goes, and there's some pedals or something there, or footrests. We've got another highly detailed part here. Don't ask me what that is, I'm not too sure. I'm sure we'll find out when we look at the instructions. And we got some other control surfaces by the look of it for the interior as well. So that looks pretty cool. Obviously we get a Darth Vader figure. I'm not too sure what these blanks are all about. They're obviously some sort of display shadow or something, but the actual figure is really, really well detailed. I mean, standard sort of pilots going in an aircraft, I don't think you get detail like that on them. So that's our interior. Let's have a look at the exterior of the cockpit, and again, loads of really crisp detail going on this. So this is the exterior of the cockpit, and the two struts to go to the wings, I suppose. I'm not really au fait with the engineering concepts of the Star Wars universe. And that is the front section. And again, as you can see, tons of detail. You see the little gun ports here as well. These are the side panels for the interiors of the wings. So as you can see, that locks in place with the strut from the cockpit. And this is a sort of rear wing that doesn't really get seen very much when you see it on film, I suppose. And again, loads of access panels, panel lines, loads of detail as well. So we've got the upper and the lower surface there. They both look very similar, but I'm sure there's one is more particular than the other. So that's that part. And the favourite part here, look at this one. That's cool, isn't it? We've got ready coloured wings. So I think the intention for these kits is that you can actually, if you wanted to, build them without painting. Obviously we're going to go for painting, but this is going to pose an interesting conundrum when we come to paint it. It's worth pointing out that I've had a peek at the TIE Fighter already, and the black panels and the frame are actually separate on that, which I suppose would make for an easier paint. That's just my novice theories there. So we've got more detail on the panels. There's our clear glaze section for the front, and there's more clear glazing to go to the rear as well. I love the way that those are made. I've never seen anything like that before. They do seem to be sort of clicked together though, so it's not moulded that way. It's just sort of put in that way later, I suppose. It's pretty cool though. Here we have a stand to stand our TIE Fighter on. A couple of little extra parts. Not exactly sure how these things go together, but that's really useful. You don't get stands with most kits, but that's really, I mean, that's a really highly detailed and interesting stand to put it on. We get a couple of laser shots in yellowy green, and we also get two options on decals. We get stickers like so, or we get standard decals. So we'll be going with the standard decals. So let's have a nose at the instructions. Let's just get some of this out of the way. These are really good instructions. The compared to the Y-wing, though, this is kind of there's nowhere near as difficult as the Y-wing. The Y-wing is just full of piping, pipework, etc. So here we get section 1, where we're putting Darth Vader into his seat with his cockpit and his control gear. We're going to enclose him in his cockpit. We're going to put this base piece on. And number 2 here, as we can see, we're going to put it together. Number 3, we're going to be doing the exterior of the cockpit. So we're going to put the glaze section together with its over cap. We've got a piece to put on the top. It's going to be the access hatch, I imagine. Got another small part to go on the back there. And then we have some other parts in 3.3, 3.3 and 3.4. Number 4, we're looking at this sort of wing behind the cockpit. Just 2 basic pieces to put together there by the look of it, with a couple of other bits. And then we've got another piece to go on the back. Some more pieces to go on the under surface. And then we're going to put the side panels onto our wings here, both sides, and it's all gonna oh yeah, there we go. And then we're going to cut the wings together like so. So I mean, it looks pretty cool, I've got to be honest with you. I mean, that's what it looks like when it's all finished with its a sort of painting idea. It's got a really interesting look at the front now, so you can really go to town painting the interior of it up as well. So there we go. So I'll be following this up later on this afternoon, probably about 6 or 7 o'clock, I think, with the review on the X.1 Starfighter. And tomorrow morning we'll have the, maybe tomorrow morning or the afternoon, we'll have the TIE Fighter up. So as I previously said, this is part of a You Choose My Next Build feature, where I'd like you to pop a comment in the comment section and tell me which one you'd like to see built. So the choices are Y-Wing, TIE Advanced, X-Wing or TIE Fighter. And come 3rd of May, midnight UK time, the choice will be made. Currently, one is in the lead, but maybe showing the other ones will get some of you guys to vote for that one as well, for an alternate version. And the intention then will be to build and paint it within 24 hours, which I don't think this one will be too difficult to build in 24 hours. The Y-Wing, on the other hand, is a whole different kettle of fish, and I'm not exactly certain what the X-Wing looks like yet, but there we go. So please do tune in for that. There will also be a channel update tomorrow for May, which will let you know what we plan to build over the coming month. There was a really mad plan to go on a big cycle ride this month, but things have happened at home that have just not allowed that to happen. So we'll be building a few more model kits and building a kitchen, because the kitchen didn't actually happen either. So thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and do check out some of our other fascinating videos. Be seeing you.